Oh, hey there, my friend. I didn't see you there. Today I figured I'd take you along on a little journey into the deep, dark heart of the Canadian wilderness to a little town known as Gold River, a hidden treasure you've probably never heard of and probably never will again. But if you were looking for gold, well, don't get your hopes up. Bugs. A lot of bugs here. But the view's nice. Not only was there no gold to be found in said river, I also left behind the most obvious film stock for the trip ever, Kodak Gold 200, opting instead for the more low light-friendly Portra 800, seeing as if the deep dark Canadian woods had a reputation for being anything, it was deep and dark. Unfortunately for me, the deep, dark Canadian woods are also famous for being home to a diverse collection of wild and extremely dangerous animals, including bears, wolves, cougars, and the great gray owl, which, while not technically dangerous, can still be spooky as hell when you're walking around in the forest all alone. And to make matters worse, there were also stories that there had just been a cougar attack, but fortunately, I don't think it was on Vancouver Island.
A hiker and a dog are recovering following a cougar attack on Vancouver Island.
Oh. Well, that's okay. It's a big island. As long as the attack didn't happen anywhere near Strathcona Park, I should be fine.
A remote area of Strathcona Park.
Ooh, okay, well, at least I'll have my dog with me. Cougars pretty much never attack dogs.
Cougar attacked one of the dogs and bit the woman.
Well, throwing caution to the wind, I decided to pack up anyway, and we started the trek to the innermost part of Vancouver Island. Now, if you already happen to be on the island, then the trip should take you only a few hours to get there. But if you're traveling from Vancouver, the trip is going to take you somewhere around 5 hours and 22 minutes, which includes 2 hours of being stuck on a ferry and another couple hours driving through relatively deserted winding roads. Our first stop was a place called Echo Lake. Apparently, if I stayed there long enough, I would have heard this elusive echo that makes this lake so famous. But time was not on our side, so the echo would have to wait. That was another car. Not alone. After what felt like another 48 hours of solid driving, seeing basically no other vehicles on the road, we finally came across a sign that at least gave me hope that we were heading in the right direction. From there, I learned the limitations of my focal length of choice when I found an eagle in a tree that, honestly, you're just gonna kinda have to take my word for it when I tell you that it was there.
So there's an eagle, big bald eagle,
Right up there in that tree, but the longest lens I brought today was a 50 mil. So, I don't have high hopes. We will see.
right up there. Curious if we're able to get anything even sort of salvageable for a shot.
From there, we headed deeper into the heart of darkness, and I snapped this shot so that when they found my body, at least they'd be able to retrace my final steps. This next part will be retold countless times over about how we almost got a picture of a bear. Oh, he's too far away now.
Yeah, he's in the bush, he's not that far.
There he goes.
Oh, he's going down.
He's in the bushes.
Oh, man.
He saw the car.
He's right there.
Fun wilderness fact of the day, bears, cougars, and wildlife in general are generally scared of humans, so tend to take off at the first sight of you. That said, they do still occasionally kill people, so you gotta go in prepared, never really knowing if you're dealing with Winnie the Pooh or Cocaine Bear. After even more driving, we finally made it to the literal end of the road, where I was able to snap a few of my favorite pictures from the trip of a lonely floatplane sitting at the edge of the dock.
It's okay. Hey, buddy. Hi. It's okay.
Which just so happens to be one of my favorite things to take pictures of. After that, lunch. A fine selection of meats and cheeses, most of which I couldn't pronounce. But then it was time to head out and start chasing waterfalls because, despite what TLC tells us, I sometimes just can't help myself. This first shot can only be described as wet. Or maybe watery. Moist? Same with this one. They're fine, I guess, but I don't know what it was. There was just something missing from these that I really couldn't put my finger on. Fortunately for me, after playing Human Frogger and dodging and avoiding getting run over by the only two cars I saw all day, I managed to scramble my way across what is apparently the busiest highway in all of Gold River. And I managed to capture this one, which might be my 374th favorite photo of all time. Now at this point, I should have been satisfied with my haul. After all, I had pictures, and I still had all of my body parts attached, and hadn't been mauled, molested, or even sampled by the wildlife. But sometimes, you just have to act like a big dumb stupid idiot and push your luck by venturing into the beariest of all bear country, the salmon-filled river.
What does that mean, bud?
Lucky for me, no salmon this time. But I still had the kids follow proper don't get eaten protocol by yelling out, "Hey bear."
Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear.
Something they later brought to my attention sounds more like a bear call rather than a stay the hell away from me warning.
Hey, bear.
Hey, bear.
At the very least, I was prepared and had pepper spray with me that I could use to either scare off the bear or season myself, so I could at least provide him with a tasty snack. Anyway, as they say, all's well that ends well, which is really up for you to decide. But if you just so happen to be in the market for another video that may or may not contain more pictures of the wild west coast and maybe a float plane or two, then you might want to tap or click this video right here, and hopefully I'll see you in there in just a second.